We are back on the Mana Symbol channel. We're going to play a little bit of Storm the Festival. So this is 3 green, green, green for a sorcery. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put up to 2 permanent cards with mana value 5 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, and it's got flashback for 10 mana, 7 green, green, green. So this deck is a sort of MartinezDP pile with Fires of Invention. Yeah, it's basically Collected Company. It goes 5 cards deep and gets you 5 mana permanents. So you can get lands, first of all, so it's hard to miss. And you can get planeswalkers and enchantments like Fires of Invention. So Fury and Solitude are eligible, but they're also pitch cards that you can use in the early game. Omnath is eligible. Fires is eligible. Basically, what is like 90-something% of this deck is good to go. We've got Ephemerates with our Wall of Omens. They can also protect our Felidar Guardian, Omnath, Fury, and Solitude. Get to exploit all that synergy. And then we've also got the Saheeli Rai cat combo in this deck. So it's kind of a straightforward deck to look at. Playing it is a little bit more complex. We also got Coalition Relic, for those who don't remember this Future Sight staple. This allows you to ramp from the turn where you have 3 mana, and if you make your land drop next turn, you have 6, which is enough to cast Storm the Festival. It also fixes for any color. This was old technology from Amulet Titan. They would go turn 1 Grazer, turn 2 Coalition Relic, turn 3 Titan. Very clean. That was before Castle Garenbrig was printed. So now it's even easier. So let's get into it. And then after this, we're going to try to brew up a turns deck that is playing Storm the Festival. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to take this shell and make it much worse so that I can play turn spells and more planeswalkers. My buddy who's very new to MTG pulled 2 Storm the Festivals at pre-release and said he only wanted to run 1 because he already had 1 in his deck. Yikes. Did you tell him it's not legendary? I'm kidding. There certainly is, Goddess Girl. There certainly is. I've never had to stiff arm someone into deck building, but what? Oh yeah, let's get to the song queue. All right. Any headphone wearers, just brace yourself for a second. There's going to be a pop. Oh, the Storm the Festival player. Yeah, got it. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't tracking properly. All right. Yeah, Kai, go for it. All right. This hand is a little too slow, especially on the draw. This hand's a little bit crappy, but I don't think I'm shipping it. I have 3 different fetch lands. They'll never Pithing Needle me. Raging Ravine. Yeah, apparently. Why not? Yeah, exactly. We can cast anything we draw, and the deck is full of powerful cards to draw into, so... Oh god, they better not be on taxes. Otherwise, I am super, mega, ultra dead. But Mord, after your recent success with your deck, the Sky Noodle pile, yeah, Mord, what do you want to call that deck? I mean, and also I want to ask Martinez, like, what are we supposed to call that deck? We need a better name than 4-color Sky Noodle midrange, or at least I think we do. It feels disrespectful almost to call it that. It's just lazy. Mord's nudes, but it's not like Urion's in it, but like that's not 4-color Urion midrange. I mean, that still seems really lazy, right? Like I wanted something snappier. Blue-red Murktide. Crashcade. Yeah, I like clearly not elementals. I think I wrote that as how I described it on This Week in Modern. I described it as clearly not elementals. So we drew the thing that I talked about. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Mord pile it is. No, because Martinez was the one who made it, right? I mean, I don't think Mord would be like it's MartinezDP's pile if it's anything, right? And I'm not trying to take anything away from Mord. Mord's amazing, but like he just didn't make that deck, right? Oh no. Wait, they can't spell queller this. Not at all excellent. M&M pile, yes. It's funny you say that, Alacartes, because Dan was calling me and Mord that, but Martinez and Mord is even better. They're not going to Skyclave this, are they? No, I thought they were. But they are not. So, green. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a Plains into play. So, I imagine they could be playing, like, I don't know, Unified Will or something. But I'm just absolutely not playing around it. I'm not. They're on Queller, right? Yep. So, Fury plus Felidar Guardian kind of gets us around them having something like, what's it called? Well, anything, basically. Because they can give this hexproof. So I want to stack Guardian on the bottom, targeting Fury, and Fury on the top, targeting the Shacklegeist. So if they can give this hexproof, the Fury's going to slide afterwards and kill whatever gave it hexproof. If they have, like, both a Drogskull Captain and a Rattle Chains, that's fine. Like, we get got. We're not beating everything. Yep. Oh my god, seriously? Yeah. It was literally the exact 2 cards I said it would be. Gosh. And if I had a white card for Solitude, we could kill the Drogskull there, but I can't. Gosh, that's rotten. I hate spirits. On basically every deck I've ever played, I hate spirits. Okay, so I can double Saheeli? No, I'm missing a color. And I could have fetched to do that. but I didn't. So, what's the play? They're already attacking for 8. So basically we play Triome, attack them for 7. And if they tap either of these vials, end step will Solitude the Drogskull in response. Otherwise, I'll do it in their upkeep. And that's it. That's game. They didn't tap anything. All right, we're probably just dead. Double Aether Vial with Drogskull Rattle Chains is just too much. But maybe not. Let's try. Why not go for Saheeli? Because they almost definitely have Spell Queller. I felt like this had a much higher likelihood to... Yeah, okay. Yes, but I can't cast both, Mord. I'm missing a color. I'm missing either white or... No, sorry, blue or red. It wasn't possible. I didn't have this. So I had blue, white... Sorry, blue, red, and then I had blue or red and no fetchable left. Oh, maybe I did. Oh, maybe I wasn't. Well, it's fine. We'll kill him now because they misplayed. All right. I'm bad, but it didn't hurt me. And now we have something even better. Yeah. I'm bad, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Queller? Yeah, that's fine. Excuse me? There you go. So, maybe? Actual Factual Mana Leak? Unified Will? Spell Pierce? Remand? No, they're a Coco deck, right? Cool. Sorry, yeah, just first match with this deck, and for whatever reason, my brain just didn't understand that. Yes, I could do the thing. That's okay though. We'll bring in the Prismatic Endings and Thragtusk, I think. I guess 5 life isn't that good, but probably better than... Wrenn and Six is not great in this matchup. And then Wall of Omens is not great. EE's Deece? Probably. Yeah. Alright. Want the combo cards? Yeah, on 2, or even on 3. Like, wipe out the Drogskulls and the Spell Quellers. Usually you get your spells back that way. Yeah, I have no idea where you're supposed to cut in this matchup. Like, it doesn't feel like anything here is actually bad. Maybe a Fires and an Ephemerate. feel like cutting an Ephemerate's insane, but... Probably rather cut another wall. Ephemerate's just so good if you draw the elemental with it. Just run 82. I mean, we got the net draw again, right? Let's do it. Let's do it. How are they gonna beat this, huh? What are we playing? Definitely not Titan. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have. Oh, please tell me they're no. Of course, just the Roy sequencing for no reason. Love that. Love that for you, opponent. Are you proud of yourself? Do you like what you've done here? So Ketria Triome is the Triome I'm gonna get. So I guess I want Steam Vents or Stomping Grounds. Or Breeding Pool. Might need enough green if Coalition Relic doesn't resolve. This deck is now called Thick Cocoa. I'm okay with that. Oh, just sack the Wanderer. Just do it. It's too delicious. Cocoa Thick. Sure. That's a scotch annoying. Oh, they minused it. Thank God. That's great. Nice. Nice. So they must have a weak hand if they did that with Teferi. I know I have an Omnath in my hand, but since I'm playing Storm here... Oh, I'm not playing Storm here. They have a Mausoleum Wanderer. I'm a fool. That's fine. No, we'll play Omnath. No, we'll play Thragtusk. Because Thragtusk gets through Spell Queller. Bring 2 spears. 2 spears, people. 2. I don't want to see any 1 spear lame-ass mother flippers in this chat. We're a 2 spear chat. Dose. What a great piece of flavor text. I love that emote so much. I love D:. Oh! It makes me happy every time. I did, Alex. That is not a fun fact. Wow, that's a yikes. Trog Skull, Skyclave. I mean, I guess the Skyclave is a little bit unfortunate for them. Although it hits my Coalition Relic, so it's not perfect from our side. So I get to swing at Teferi with Thragtusk, and then I get 2 3/3s? Seems alright. Oh, tap more. Oh, shit. God damn it. Modern tribal decks have so many goddamn lords. It is really not okay. They're attacking? Opponent, that doesn't have flying. Okay, good. Huh. So, attack Teferi first? I think so. See if they do anything about it. Crap, there's no mountain. Alright, this is gonna hurt. Oh, there's also no plains left. Yikes. I have double white, I have double red. I don't have enough green. Okay. Now I do. Yeah, exactly, Ting Feng. Oh, worse. Okay, we're just dead. Cool. Worse. Much worse. I mean, Spirits is going to do that to you in a good percentage of games. I deeply, deeply loathe Spirits. Somehow I don't dislike Merfolk as much. I think it's because the deck was a lot worse for a lot longer. Like, Merfolk doesn't have a Spell Queller. They're not Flash Tribal. This hand is great. Thank you, deck. Burnton Forge Tender. Sure. Yeah, that's a card you could register, I suppose. I should have played the fetch. That's fine. Merfolk are icky. They're slimy. Yeah, I definitely should have played this. It's okay. Yeah, let's just get the... What? They have a flash creature, or do they have another counter of some kind? Okay, that's fine. Oh, it does give itself hexproof. Well, I guess I'll just plus my Teferi here. Oh. If I have to defend it, I can. I don't want to have to. Could minus defend with Solitude? Well, I don't want to. I don't want to have to do it like that because I'm one land off of hard casting the Solitude right now, Mord, and I've got Wall of Omens to brick the Burnton. So like, It keeps the board with 0 creatures. I'm not really worried about it if I've got a Teferi in play, because it kind of screws with their ability to do stuff. Can we change Saheeli so I can activate her as an instant? Would that be okay? Right, I'm going to try to hit the land. We can still defend Teferi with Solitude if I have to. Because this means Saheeli has something to flicker next turn for value if I need to. Okay, that's good. Felidar the Tef and Uptick. Oh, right. I forgot this could do that. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, Felidar slides everything that... Flash in Guardian off Teferi so we can do the Ephemerate Solitude thing. No. But you're thinking, and I like that. No, at this point I think I just played Saheeli and plus that. Right, because then this is going to... Oh, it's only a 4. But I have to exile the Guardian. I don't think I should play the Saheeli here. But then I'm pitching the Guardian for the... You like saying, go, yeah, me too. Yeah, if we top deck land, we might win. If I defend the Teferi, right? I mean, I don't have to defend the Teferi, but... Oh, you just mean just let the Teferi die. Yeah, I liked your line too, Kaya. You got it to me after I couldn't do it anymore, so... And, like, it's not your fault. I should have seen it, but I didn't, and we're here now. So, like, I'm just making my peace with that. So we just pass here. We Solitude on their turn, and then Fury on our turn. Oh, they have the Force Tender anyway. But we've got the Solitude for their turn, so should be okay. If they end-step anything, we'll get that. Okay, I'm going to kill the Selfless Spirit in response. I think. I have triple green. I have white, so I guess... I don't have white. I need white. I don't have double red, so I probably should shock for Sacred Foundry. I'm just worried about the life loss. At this point, I'm not going to worry about casting Fury next turn, just because they have the Burnt-In anyway. And assuming this Solitude resolves, which I can't imagine why it wouldn't, then they have to deal with me having a 3/2 lifelink, which is going to be a problem for them. Plus, we can Felidar it, so they're getting in trouble now. So... Now the plan is going to be attack with Solitude, then Guardian. Which, if they have a stroke 4, we would get got by anyway. Opponent, you're doing a really crappy job of racing me here. Not that I mind. Just letting you know. This is not a race you're going to win. So at least they're not adding more to the battlefield. Lifelink cheats pretty hard. Yeah, I saw Wafo had his... What was it? Hall of the Storm Giants? What the hell? Did they just concede? Like, essentially? Now we can bounce the Burnt-In and then Fury. And knock down Rattlechain Spellqueller and then attack. Yeah, they need Force or something. I think they'll let this go. Yeah. And finding the land is insane. Always stack correctly if Mord's in the chat. And also, I just always stack correctly. Unless it's incorrect. Which it occasionally is. Let you stack incorrectly? Never! It's not the same! What if they surgical your Uro before you cast it? I live in fear of that moment, Mordekaiser. It's Uro to me! It's a powerful card and it gains me life more. Mr. Russell. Why not Saheeli and downtick? Well, I wasn't playing around anything. Could I have done the thing that I did? I could have. Yeah. That was maybe better. Thanks, Kaya. You're great. I don't tell you that enough. I tell you pretty often. It's not enough. All right. Storm and Norman. Will you tell your friends, Spirits player? Will you tell your friends that you were defeated by Storm the Festival? So Omnath, Saheeli... No, I have a Saheeli in hand. Omnath, Wrenn and Six? Ridiculous. Trigger. Because I still have my land drop. So let's kill Rattle Chains. Oh, no, come back! I had the fetch. I had the fetch in hand. Yeah. Wait, what was I waiting for? What did I do wrong? Ridiculous. I was going to play the fetch and play Saheeli anyway. And then Solitude the Skyclave. And then attack them for 6. With a 3/3 token in play. Because Omnath is busted. Omnath plus fetch was lethal, but not quite. Yeah. It's all good. I'll be back in 1 second. We'll keep going. This deck is ridiculous. If we could beat Spirits like that. All right. Hiya. So Storm the Festival. Successful in the first round. Toboggan's back. What up, dog? All right, so let's make a copy of this. And let's fuck it all up. So... Oath of Teferi. Teferi. Master. Oh. Alright. Cougar Ben is my opponent. Cougar Ben. Yeah, it's a keep. Doesn't do anything yet, but it will. You bet your bippy. Uh-oh. They're ramping. Alright, so if they're going to Blood Moon me, the color I need to have is... We're gonna get land destruction. I mean, they can't pillage me on turn 1. Sorry. So, Reggie, white. I think I want white and blue, but because I think this is that's my out for getting Blood Mooned. But yeah, it looks like white over green. So we set this one up first, pass the turn. Maybe it'll just be a Magus of the Moon. Maybe my opponent is bad. Oh, they don't have another land. Okay, that's way less dangerous. I appreciate you, opponent, very much. Thank you. Let's see what we draw before I fetch. I don't think so, Toboggan. That would be outside information. So no. But that's not really something you should be forgetting. So you really want to memorize the actual deck list you register of the day for the day. I think I'm just going to pass here rather than fetch and play Wall of Omens. This is much better against Blood Moon. It's worse against Pillage. You think we get our 2 basics right now? And play Wall. I guess I could hit a red card. Yeah, you can do it between matches, but you're also going to have to go ask the judges. So, like, yeah, do it between matches. If you're in a game, in a match, don't do it. I think between games, technically, it could be allowed, but it might not be. I would have to look it up. Red card? Any red cards in chat? Red cards in the deck? Red cards? That's not a red card. You have to ask the judges, yeah. I don't know if I'll ever play a situation with real judges, Ariel. It's a good rules enforcement level. Real. Between games is good. I think so too. It's just a hassle, right? Yes, you can have the notes in between games, but you're the best worst judge? That's my Alex. Okay, that's a pretty good flip for us. Good old red-green mid-range. I'm the judge now. Bribing works. Good to have you part of the program, King. There's second bolt. That's okay, we've got a second wall. The real Wall of Omens was inside of us all along. Ew. Alright, I think we Fury this with a Fury. Am I going to bother Ephemerating it? Probably, because we know one of the cards they could cast next turn is Bone Crusher. Yeah, you can have electronic devices in real life, but it's not, like, completely unlimited. Like, you can have electronic devices. You're not supposed to have things like cell phones, though. But you can have the cell phone apps that allow life tracking. Like, all I remember about it is it's very confusing. All I remember about this situation is that it's kind of confusing in terms of the way policy is written and or possibly implemented. Yeah. It's just weird, Alacartes, because it's really, like, I don't think that app blocks incoming texts or anything. Okay, opponent. That's an interesting choice. I guess they needed to hit lands, but... 3 wall and 1 of the Fury. I guess I should have asserted dominance. My bad. Continuing some of the discussion from Jacob's chat, I do enjoy showing the opponent who's boss. Although I don't view people in that situation as boss. Or as showing them who's boss. Sorry, as opponents. There we go. Can Fury target itself? I believe it can. Yep. Because unlike Solitude, there's no upside to it, right? So I think I just fetch and Felidar my wall. Because this is my land drop, so yeah, it doesn't make any sense to do anything else. You like Omnath? No, I don't want to play Omnath and get it killed, though. I know they have 0 cards in hand, but like this means I'm more likely to have the... No, I don't have a land drop. I don't have a land drop, people. There we go. Why can't they just let us have a fucking pitched healing salve? No, you gotta work harder than that. No salves for you. Alright, opponent. Who's ready to see someone concede? Trigger. This is the moment where your opponent goes, well, maybe they don't have a fetch land. Yes, I do. Whoo! That's gonna be fun on a bun. Alright, do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Alright. I actually don't understand why it couldn't target itself. Just because they don't want the pitch healing salve. You can explore in fires, but we've already cast our 2 spells. Yeah, that's why I didn't do that. I'm okay to play fires into Storm the Festival next turn. Or fires into Ryan. Either way, I'm going to win the game. Yeah, this doesn't matter. So, little red-green deck, you think you can keep up with me, do you? Well, we are about to see. No, I understand El Cartes, like, I get it. It's just like, yeah, that's... They haven't activated Wrenn and Six yet, so we're not blocking with... Got it. I guess I'll take 4. Fine. Alright. Aren't they just dead? Opponent, you're just dead. Ping yourself. Show me that you understand you're dead. I didn't know there was a QR code, Alex. I'm terrible at following along with this stuff, so I just have a literal copy of the PDF of my health card thing on my phone. So let's get ending and EE. Go to the Ontario government website. Okay. And Dan? Do I want Sunset Revelry against? No. I don't even really want Wear Terror. What is... No war. Okay. I'm sure it takes 2 minutes, Alex. It's just no one's ever told me about it. No one's told me where to go, and I don't... It hasn't mattered at all, so I would be interested in doing it, but I don't. I definitely want all these. I guess I should cut a Storm the Festival because it's theoretically hard to cast. Thank you. I will look at that after the stream. Just cut some explorers for the interaction. Seems good. All right, good hand. Turn to Blood Moon, don't scare me. Actually, it does, but still. Not as much as it should. Okay. Okay. You've got a Bone Crusher, opponent. Got a Bone Crusher. I hope for one day they make Pillage an instant. Yikes. Modern Horizons 3. I hope you're listening. Wrenn and Six, okay. I think I'll just take the 4 the first time. I got some life total to play with here. I'd rather have the Wall of Omens. Okay. Get a green. I have registered for both days of the face opening. Open. I paid my money for it at least. Alex told me to register after I paid my money, and now I'm assuming that there's some secondary step that I need to go through, and I'm concerned it means I won't get in somehow. But I gave them my money, damn it. They shouldn't take my money if they can't give me the slot. But I do assume it's possible. There are 1K side events? Yes, there are. Which I assume they start around round 4 of the main event so that people who scrub out can play in them. Just like SCG. Is this a Fury? No, it's an Arbor Elf. And a Bloodbraid? Karen! Oh, that's so rude. Alright, this still triggers next turn. So I will have 5 mana. But I won't have 6. Gosh, that's annoying. Yeah. You'll be there mostly memeing. Aren't you judging, Alex? I thought you were judging. They plus the card. Why? You got staff both days. You're there memeing as a judge? That doesn't sound right. Memeing is judging. Got it. You crazy kids. Okay. Memeing on cheaters. Got it. The Bone Crusher's about to die. I'll take another 4. And then we'll just Solitude it. And then have to figure out what I'm doing with this Karn. They have 3 cards in hand, so yikes. I hope I draw an Omnath. That would be ideal. You get a warning for playing with Pokemon tokens? You do not. You shouldn't. Fury. That's a draw. It's not perfect, but it's a draw. I get a warning because my name is Zach? Well, yeah. I deserve it, too. Okay, so... I guess if I had added red, I could have played Fury and wiped out their creatures. That doesn't kill Karn, but that means that they'd have to remove the Fury, but that's not hard for them to do. Hard casting Solitude here seems pretty meh. I think I have to stay on the same plan. So I'm at 7, so we could just lose the game fairly quickly here, but... I wonder if they're sideboarding Sunring Titan. Because they can cast it next turn. I honestly think that removing the Arbor Elf here is important. Which is goofy. Mostly because I added the wrong mana mould, so I didn't have the option anymore. Because Fury was what I drew this turn. So yeah, I should have gone Fury. But the way I was thinking about it was that if I just play Fury and wipe out their creatures, then it's really easy for them to just bolt. And then I have no way to attack their Karn. And I think with Solitude in play, they're more likely to tap out for something else and not care about the Solitude being in play. Like, Fury, the fact that Fury is, like, basically a 6-3, I feel like more people, of course, it would have survived Stomp, so I don't know. It's, I don't know how to deal with the fact that I'm getting Karned, and I have no answer for it right now. I have nothing that I can do about this Karn, and I don't know what to do about it. That's why I made a play that didn't make any sense, because I don't... Oh, if I should be staying somewhere over the Saturday night, Kaya. I'm not sure where. Probably at one of my friends' houses, so... Klothys, good lord. Wait. They left 0 mana to do anything with this. What? How bad does your Wishboard suck? What? Huh? The thing is, I'm just about dead here. The turn 2 Bone Crusher. Why is Karn at 7? I don't know. I have to fetch Shock. I'm going to 4. Klothys puts me to 2. Wrenn and 6 puts me to 1. Wait, we can win? What? What? Storm off? What? Get lucky? I can't cast Storm. Yeah. The reason I didn't cast Storm several turns ago was because Karn blocked my Relic. Yeah. The Karn coming down completely destroyed my game, basically, by turning the Coalition Relic off. With the Relic, we could have been in this game, but as it is, I don't know how I can possibly survive. Basically, draw Omnath. That's the spot we're in right now. Draw Omnath or die. I guess Prismatic Ending would be pretty good. Not good enough, but pretty good. Dead to double Rain Pings. They had turn 2 Bone Crusher on the play into non-stop, like, Haymakers, so that was going to be a tough game to win when our deck doesn't have any acceleration. I guess this could be a Chalice in matchup, but then I'm blocking my Ephemerates by Chalicing on 1. I guess Revelry could be okay. Better than Explore in most cases. Oh, there we go. This is incredibly soft to Blood Moon. But they haven't played one yet. So let's assume they're not going to. Sure, that makes sense. Hey, yes, Vija. All right, play the elf. Fuck. It's not an elf. All right, we get Blood Moon. We're done, unfortunately, I think. But realistically, this hand doesn't have a way to play around it, so I'm not going to. This hand now has a way to play around it. Never mind. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. We've always been the best, greatest country in the world. Literally forgot Fires of Invention was in the deck. We can always Fury. Yeah, let's pitch the Fires to Fury. Let's do that. That seems like a good idea now. Oh, pillage, no! Okay, now I'm upset. They haven't played one land destruction spell until this game, and then pillage out of nowhere. Rude. And of course I cut the explorers, so there's no way for me to catch up. Yikes. Fire and Velo, creativity beating Moon. Yeah, but that was in the bad builds. Yikes. They're adding mana? Goodness gracious. What are they going to do? Double bolt? Oh, stomp. That's fine. That was in the my build? You built the 60 card fires or the 80 card fires? We just fear the shot. It's not going to die. Oh, right. We do have an Ephemerate. I'm a fool. Sorry. Thank you, Kaya, for pointing out the obvious. 60 cards Lamau? Well, I don't know about 60 cards Lamau, but... 250 card fires. I guess Triome, Wrenn and Six with the Fury in play is good enough. Plus we still have the Uriah to grab. Alright. Oh, also I had Wrenn and Six to ping it if I wanted to. Instead. So I didn't even have to do this way. But I think this is fine because it means that if they have other bits of interaction, they will want to use them on the Fury this turn rather than being able to attack my mana again. So it's fine. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I was... Please not Spyro. Whew. Love that. Yeah. That's a lot of power. But at least they got nothing left. My opponent has decided to hold priority. Prismatic Ending. So, since I don't actually have anything to cast off fires, let's just, like, clear their board. Just Just take it slow. Fires Ending combo? It is not a combo. That is not how those cards work. It is, I would dare say, a non-bow. I like Wrenn and Six. Pretty good. I had a pretty good one once upon a time, which was sideboarding Soul Guide Lantern in my what was the name of the Madcap experiment deck. Yeah, that is true, Kaya. I mean, I don't know if there's anything in the game that exists that does exist like that, where it like because the way Fires is existing, like it's not casting one spell. It just like gives you a cheaty way to do things. Sell someone creativity to EE, yeah, like that stuff definitely happens. I had people suggest a lot of cards to me when I was building different creativity decks that like wouldn't work. But I've never actually put any of them into the decks. Like I usually caught it before. I definitely sat around on stream being like, oh, this card would be so good in creativity, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to do that thing. And then it's like, oh, wait. Can't do any of that. Jeez. That's a really good draw, huh? Yeah, but they top deck Karn, so they're drawing fire. And I have a handful of relatively nothing. At least liquid metal coating is not really going to do much for them. What are they going to do, lattice you? Yeah, they drew Blood Moon after we had fire, which is fine. Oh, they drawing fire and we have fire. Got it. Got it. I figured out the joke. I feel like they should get, like, I don't know. What can they get? I don't know what they normally play that. Pithing Needle. Is Pithing Needle Wrenn and Six? Oh, please Pithing Needle Fires of Invention. Do it. Do it. No, they needled Wrenn and Six. It's fine. We made it. Fires beats Lattice? Yeah, I do. I shouldn't have played my land. I shouldn't have played my land. Why did I play land first? Because I'm an idiot. In the words of the great Homer Simpson. But we just play Omnath into Fury here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, Mord. We're going to clear their board, and the next turn we can attack them, then play Urian and reset. So... -4 life. I know. I'm very well aware that I'm an idiot and I did something wrong, objectively speaking. Here, let me ping my Omnath for you guys so you can be happy, all right? Are you happy now? Are you happy now? I missed the strictly correct play so that I could make a play that was excessive. Opponent says I like fire as an answer to Blood Moon. Me too. So we're not going to play Saheeli unless there's a good reason to. Let's play Wall of Omens. See if I draw Ephemerate. You can still cast an Ephemerate with fires out. You can cast instants just only on your turn. Could have gone Urian plus Saheeli plus Wall. Oh, right, because you can flicker the... Yeah. I'm not thinking with portals. Sorry. Yes, you can flicker the fires. I remember the trick now, even though I hadn't remembered it before you guys brought it up. Well, I'm going to play the Urian. The problem is the colors, yeah. So... I should have done it the other way around, but we'll just play the Urian anyway. Like, I don't think there's really any reason not to. If they have, like, bolts for my Fury right now, like, Fury wasn't doing anything on this flicker anyway. I'll flicker the Wrenn and Six to assert dominance and reduce its loyalty count. It's going real well, Penseur. I think I forgot my land drop, too. I'll just make it look like I have all gas in hand. This turn, we're not going to ping anything. No, I can ping Urian for 1. Oh, but you're not allowed to... Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. Wait, are you? Yeah, you can't deal 1 damage. You have to deal 4 or 0. Have you thought about Flickering Fires? I did, but like, what's the point? Like, I didn't have another spell to play, so there was no point in Flickering Fires there. Well, I can't cast the Saheeli... Oh, Urian plus Saheeli Fires, cast your hand. Sorry, I'm not sure I understand Zeroff. Well, opponent's trying to make it work. A Bloodbraid? Bloodbraid is like maybe the 1 damage to everything. So the thing is, they had a card in their hand which could have been Bolt, and if it was Bolt, then they could kill any of my creatures with 1 toughness. That's the reason I didn't make that play. Any of the 4 toughness creatures would be killed at that point. So that's why I didn't do that. So let's go Saheeli. Copy. I don't know, Fury. I was gonna copy Omnath and draw a card and try to get the cat combo, but they're just dead anyway. Man, these MartinezDP piles are pretty powerful. Does Saheeli -2 plus Urian infinitely blink your board? Yes, you can do that. Kind of. Well, so what happens, Alucartes, is you get a copy of Urian. Its trigger goes on the stack. Then you choose which Urian you want to keep alive. You choose the original. Then you flicker the original plus everything else, including the Saheeli. Everything comes back at end of turn. And then you can do that again next turn. And you can do that again next turn. And you can do that again next turn. And the turn after that, you can do it again. So that is a thing you can do. This is the cat combos with everything deck. We'll keep this one. It's got mana to cast everything we run into. Kahira. All right. Can you do the turn after that? I don't think so. I have to do the math. Well, that just sounds awesome, Kaya. You can't do the turn after that, though, because someone's already ended the game. Yeah, your opponent scooped and went home. They picked up their cards and decided to go home. Yeah, Urian returns the stuff at the end of turn. Wrenn and Six is a fine draw here, if we're against control, which I'm assuming I am. Are they going to seize me? That's fine. I can't cast the Wrenn and Six this turn, which means I can't cast anything this turn. Actually, that's not that fine. It will be fine. I mean, I can grab Urian. We'll just act like I always meant to do that. Because I did. I didn't. You can flicker the Triome with Felidar. Sure can. Sure can. That's almost definitely my play this turn into their counterspell, right? No, I should play Wrenn and Six. Because Suna, have you ever veiled a seize? I did it in a tournament. In fact, I got a GRV because I did it wrong. But yes, I've done that. It's very, very good. My opponent specifically asked the judge before the round, or not, but before the game, would Veil of Summer stop a spreading seize? And they found out in that game, yes, it absolutely does. Not that they had a way to play around it. They were just playing their turn 2 spreading seas against me, and then they ended up losing. That's fine. Bing, 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 bing. So next turn I can play Saheeli and Teferi. Which means this turn I'd like to play, I think, just Urian. Even though the value is not as high as it could be, it should still get them to counter it. If they're not going to counter it, they might Solitude it or set up to Verdict me, and that might end up with them dying. From this point on, if they tap out, we kill them. Unless they have Solitude, which they probably do. But they're down to 4 cards in hand. It's actually very difficult for Blue-White Control to play through these games. All right, they got to have the 3rd counterspell here. You know what's really good with Urian and EDH? Coveted Jewel. Oh my god. What the hell? What? 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 What the hell is that card? That is some EDH nonsense. All right. So since they have ways to remove Teferi, let's just jam Teferi here. They'll have their 3rd counterspell or something. Third actual factual counterspell. Good for you. I don't have triple green yet. Let's just get it now. Don't need double blue. I have double red. The hell? Oh, it's just the... yeah. No, I already have triple green. I have everything I need, right? Double red, double white, triple green. Even already have double blue? Alright, fine. Trigger. Alright. No, my wall copy! There's nothing like a bossa nova version of Fly Me to the Moon. Yikes! The flood! I don't even know if I want to play Fires this turn. I guess I do in case I draw Storm the Festival. or other things like that. Okay, let's go for the minute amount of thinning. Although I guess keeping the fetch land in play would have been good if I was going to draw into an Omnath. Yeah, that was worth more, actually. Ephemerate? No, thank you. Alright. Counter an opponent. You won't, coward. Damn it. Alright, well... Saheeli Rai, like Teferi, is oh no, she's drawing half a card a turn. Teferi only draws a third of a card a turn. Nice. We're gonna Archmage's Charm. Whoa, that's annoying. Instant speed, prismatic ending. I forgot that they had that. Good thing I didn't play Felidar, I guess, but bad thing I didn't play Felidar. Okay. Let's draw fires, please. Not fires, Storm. Storm the Festival probably wins us the game on the spot. I don't know why they let us resolve, but it's fine by me. Okay, fuck you. That's really rude. I don't even care about the Teferi play, it's just the fact that my entire hand is lands. Alright. There's no way they don't have another counter. They have Hull. It's going to close the game so fast. But I guess they're petrified of attacking me at the moment. Because they'd have to tap out. Oh. Alright. Not the strongest move. There's almost no way they don't find an answer, but... I blame Doomwake for saying Blue-White is the best deck in the format. Well, I mean... And Yellow Hat for playing it, and Waffle Tapa for playing it, and... Everos for playing it, and... Are there more? Can we blame more people? Is it possible? Sure, it's possible. Sure, we can blame more people. Second Deluge. Good lord. Yeah, it's a lot of people. Blue-White has a strong family. You and Mord. Yeah, but you guys play a lot of other stuff.
Compadres,
right?
It is imperative that we crush the
sure, you've played it, but like not on the same level as the people who've been talking about there.
Donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel
Fran played it? Well, I mean... Come on, give me Storm. One time. That'll do. That's not Storm, but I'll take it. Can you afford to solve my Fury? They cannot. So if they have Solitude in hand, they're going to cast it anyway, so let's just do this. Now, if they have a counter for it, it means they don't get to cast Solitude here. They did not. They might have Verdict on the untap, but that's fine too. They could have Solitude now. Nope. Oh my pog. I guess I should hit them for the 4 now? Yeah, I know I can, Mord. I was just wondering if I should do it. Yeah. I might as well do it now. If they Solitude, I could just do it again in response, so. And there's enough lands in this deck to get them no matter what. Trigger. Shit, I'm going to take a lot of mana burn. It's probably okay. Oh, that's why Omnath gives you 4 life. Right. That makes sense. Mord, how zoomer are you? Do you understand my jokes? Or... Yeah, it's true, Kaya. I mean, I don't assume Omnath is going to live through this turn at all. Like, I can't conceive of that being in any way realistic. Yeah, there it goes now. In this case, more the joke was there was an old rule called mana burn, which meant that if you ended a step or phase, depending on it, with mana in your pool, it emptied like it does now. But it also dealt 1 damage to you per mana. Apparently, it was originally created because of cards like Mana Flare, which I think is funny. Mana burn. Yeah, Braids of Fire. Yeah, Braids of Fire is a perfect example. Yes, when mana goes poof, they go pew pew at you. Exactly. That actually was a very early draft of the rule. It's exactly how they wrote it. Hard cast Shark Typhoon. We can beat that. We can beat that. I'm holding out that Mana Burn could come back. I love Mana Burn. They finally templated Mill. Like, I think anything could happen. All right, so this turn, my goal is to find out if we can cast Storm the Festival flashback off of Fires. I'm going to attack first, Kaya, just in case they have like a 2-mana spell they want to play during combat. They have 4th counterspell. We can play Storm twice. What I want to find out is, can you cast Storm the Festivals from your graveyard off of Fires of Invention? My instinct is no. All right, let's play this now. Don't need to shock that. Pray to no Fawn? I don't believe it. Fawn doesn't exist. Yeah, it's the 4th counterspell. So I'm glad I didn't do this before combat. And then when we go into the graveyard here, we're going to see that Storm the Festival has an alternate cost of flashback, but you can't cast it with Fires because that's a different alternate cost. I need to fetch. Okay. No, you can't cast Squirmit because it's 2 different alternate costs. Mana Burn's bad for control decks. Mana Burn was mostly bad for combo decks. That were like ritualing off if you could kill their mana sink in response to them like creating a huge amount of mana, and they would just literally die. Whoops. I guess I could get a Windswept Heath to just dome them for 4 rather than one of the creatures, because either way I get beat by a Verdict. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Kaya. I'm literally going to the same place you are. Where it's like, if Verdict is one of the things that beats me right now, then why put 2 creatures into play? Yikes. Not shocking with the vents will punish us. What? How? What? We had to fetch. Due to no shocking. Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Yes. Yep, sure. Correct. Yes. No. We would be up a fetch. So that means if I drew a non-fetch land this turn, yeah, any land is lethal. Well, they can't really bounce anything with this Teferi. So that's great. Yeah. We'd be up a fetch and down a damage trigger? Would we? We played 2 lands. No, we played 3. I got the 3rd one off the Windswept. Coming into play. Unless, I don't know what you guys are doing. I can't keep up anymore. Okay, so they're dead. Maybe? Uh-oh. Shit! Oh, no. F. Oh, no. Alright, well... Hold it? What? What? Hold what? The first one? Yeah, if I knew there was no second land in my deck, I would have held the first one. I didn't look, because that's not how I play the game, especially when this is my first my first league with the deck. Should have waited for concession? No, that's not how we play Magic. It's probably just not even worth attacking, huh? No, that's not how I play Magic. Not a chance. Not gonna try to incite a random concession that's like... Like, this has been a great game. There's no reason to end it like that. If my opponent wins this, it's super epic. I tried Voodoo. Should have Kappa. Yes, you should have. Yeah, you should have. How dare you? That's some solid angle shooting. Yeah. Well, if you intended to Kappa, then it's okay. Oh, right. But I have the Solitude. But then they're going to gain 7. Fuck. Oh, no, 4. Right. Good. Although this does not give me a good... This is not a good attack. Oh, there's a Teferi. Fuck. Sorry, I was covering it with the... Man, I've been playing like garbage. For some reason today, I can't keep up with chat and playing the game, and I don't know why. Okay, so we're basically in the same spot we were in. We need to draw a storm. Ah, no! Ah, that was not... Okay, well. That was not good. Although I guess I didn't put them more out of reach, but I don't know if we can win this game anymore. They're on actual 7 cards in hand. They have multiple Memory Deluges in the graveyard to play. Yeah, we got beat. We could have beat Shark Typhoon. We could have won this game, but we just flooded a little bit too much. Oh yeah, we're dead. So Wafo likes Charmaw against blue-white, which I think makes sense for this kind of matchup. You really dislike the sideboard? Me too. I don't know what this is. I really didn't read the sideboard at all, Kaya. I just looked for which was the 5-0 deck that was playing Fires and Storm. That's all I was looking for. So didn't do my due diligence at all. Yeah. Well, I completely agree with you. This looks like a 60 card sideboard, right? Chalice probably hurts us more than them. It does. They're playing Chalice. They're a Chalice deck, Squirmit. Ooh, no. Woof. Yeah, I don't think Mord is worried about understanding exactly what you meant. This hand sucks against blue-white, but I don't think I'm going to 5 over it. But Mord might recommend doing so. This is more of his kind of deck than mine. Like, against blue-white, I don't think this hand can do it just because they're just going to have too much stuff, and this is too clunky. Although that is the perfect draw. So, if my deck has Wrenn and Six, I'm all cool. Even in 80 cards? I've never really played an 80-card Wrenn and Six deck. That's the thing for me that is sort of bothering me about it. Like, I'll mull to 4 in 60 cards with Wrenn and Six, but in 80 cards it feels less... Like, it feels more... considerably more insane. Especially against a deck that has Prismatic Endings. But... oh my god. Don't play Teferi. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to put Uriah in my hand, but still, like, it's a really good draw. Don't have to. No, I know. So against blue-white control. So what Mort is talking about is against blue-white control. Generally speaking, if they leave up 2 mana on turn 2, it means they have counterspell in their hand, most likely. And so as long as you don't play into it, then they didn't do anything with their turn. They don't get to use their mana at all, which is why Uriah is so good against them on the play like that. Whereas now they have access to Archmage's Charm, and maybe they still have the counterspell in their hand. So now you're probably going to play into counterspell, or you're going to play into I guess we'll play this turn. Yeah. Or you're playing into the Charm, but either way, you're making them make a decision over where they want to keep the card draw or whether they want to have the cheaper tempo play for later. So there you go. Veto was a cheaper counterspell for later. They can still have counter and spell in hand. They sequence the veto to counter the non-creature spell because they know we have creature threats too. But at some point soon they have to deal with Wrenn and Six. This should be this one. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, I don't really have a way to punish them for it. But it's okay. Or... yeah. Yes. Because if this resolves... we crush them. Wow. It's a pretty good game. Trigger. Alright, let's try to play Felidar. If they verdict me, they verdict me. Think of Uriah? Yeah, okay, I get that. That's pretty good. Forces the verdict. We untap with... well, fires into Storm. Yeah. Alright, fair enough. They could have Solitude here, I guess. But I'm not going to worry about it. Wow. They just have all kinds of nothing. You know what card is busted? Omnath. That card is... card is not okay. Stifle the Uriah trigger. What's the card? Tail's End. Tail's End. Or we could play that one this turn. We'll Fires into Storm here, but still. Or we'll Fires into Charmaw? I kind of like Fires into Charmaw. No, Fires into Storm is just Fires into Storm could hit more planeswalkers. Because if they do have the Verdict or the Solitude. Alright, fine. Yeah, Fires into Storm is probably the play. Because we could hit multiple planeswalkers. Okay. Okay. Ah, I see. Ah, very good. Storm? Yeah. Yeah. See what we hit. Oh, right, because if I hit 2 lands, and if one of them is a fetch, we just kill them. Yeah. Why'd they tap out? They grabbed their Kahira. I'm assuming that means they have a Solitude, which means they're going to Solitude Omnath right now. They're not solituding Omnath right now. Okay, opponent. You have died. Triggers! Yes, I do, Turtle Power. Thank you, Dominaria. Jerk. So we just fetch and then fetch in response. No, that still doesn't kill them. Tef? I don't think that changes anything. I guess it forces the Solitude now. And that's something that they have to remove. Alright. Thank you, Turtle Power. Solitude, you can Felidar for Saheeli? What? I cannot. I could Saheeli. So let's forum and kill the Teferi. Yeah, I know. I'm getting a Mord. I need a blue. This can get the forest. Okay. Did 4 floating plus 2 lands. Use Felidar to flicker a land for the 3rd mana. Yeah, but they could. If they had the Solitude, which I guess then they couldn't Solitude the Omnath. So yeah, that was probably a good play. I can plus the Teferi because they have to ending Saheeli if they have an ending. I guess if they have double ending, that's a thing that could happen. I'm on 8 lands. I have a Storm in the graveyard. Let's just draw more gas, though. We have Lair the Hydra and Raging Ravine, which are both very much lethal right now. So they've got a lot of stuff to deal with. If they pass back, they're dead. They have to kill Teferi. They have to. They have to kill Teferi. Okay? You have to tuck Teferi. And if you do, you also have to have a Solitude. Okay. Yeah, they have to kill like 4 things. I know. There's no way, right? Let's set up the Storm. They need 2 Solitudes in 2 cards. Right. They don't need 2 Solitudes, right? I don't have enough mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is only a 1/1. I don't have enough. Oh, but the 1/1's good enough. Right. Yeah, the 1/1's good enough. Yeah, I got it. Just uptick, cast Felidar, uptick again. That's way sweeter. Yes. Yeah, Yes, people saw the line that I did not. We still have Lair available too. The world's smallest Hydra could kill them right now. Solitude? Sure. Can't target itself. Oh, they thought I was gonna combo kill them. No. No, you've misunderstood, opponent. Dude. Well, I activated Saheeli before I played the... Yeah. We're storming, baby. It's actually been really good in this deck. I am pleasantly surprised. Hey, Min Tripwire. What up? I think Saheeli combo's generally gotten better. Perfy, what up? That's more toys to -2 on. Yeah, Saheeli's better, but the combo's worse. I think the combo's a lot worse because of Prismatic Ending, Fury, and Solitude. And the proliferation of, like, hyper-aggressive decks. But there certainly is... Saheeli misses Labe? Yeah, for sure. Those decks were nonsense. Okay. Perfect draws are perfect. Twitch ads have become truly obnoxious. It's impossible to watch channels without subbing now. You hear that? Everyone who's in here? Anyone who's not a sub, the commercials are clearly obnoxious, and you need to get that hookup. There are ways. Yes, there are ways. So I'm playing Wall of Omens this turn because I need to hit land drops, which means I can't cast Wrenn and Six for now. I'm making my peace with that, because if I cast Wrenn and Six right now and it gets countered, I'm definitely dead. And casting Wall of Omens, they probably won't counter. And then we probably cantrip into another fetch. You do have to sub to Kaya's for the emotes. I mute them, then minimize the tab, and then forget I'm watching a stream. Yeah. I feel like that happened to me a lot back a while ago. There are ways on an iPad. Charmaw costs 4, yes. The Mystic Gate is your undoing. Oh no. The disaster. Here for the Simpsons hype? It's good hype. Quality hype. You still really hope we never get the Shard Triumphs? You're a bad person, Turtle Power. You're a bad person. The only thing that would be worse than us not getting the Shard Triumphs is if they had released them, like, in fractures. Like they did it in Ravnica? No, Ixalan? There were 3 3-color factions and 2 2-color factions. Hey, JK Torborg. What up, Doge? You can enjoy missing land drops with us. It's a great time, buddy. Yeah, love this. You think you finally busted Aether Mage's touch? Do tell. It's gonna be worse than Twitch ads. You just crushed my Indomitable deck? Well, it wasn't being played by me, so... Teferi is a functional bait for their Teferi. No. We're gonna play Saheeli here. Or Relic? I don't want to play Relic. They'll just bounce it. They were playing Saheeli. Even now, Jund and Grixis aren't safe. Esper they can have. Also Naya, right? Naya seems safe. Can cast Charmaw? We could. We could cast Charmaw. Yes. Sorry, JK Torborg. I would like to do your donation deck on Thursday. Is that cool? Thursday. I still have it up somewhere. I have the tab. Yeah, it's not that one. There it is. Sorry, I need white. I don't need it, but... Yeah, Aether Mage's Touch is, oh. Okay. If I kill the Triome, I feel like it's much more difficult for them to ending X3. Obviously on this board it is, but I think these decks oftentimes just, like, don't have a second red source. Sometimes they have a Steam Vents, but it's a little bit greedy. And blue-white control players mostly hate being greedy. They are incredibly conservative. Do you want to link your new deck? I think Alex intended to get the full song, but he only got this clip. What could opponent have? I don't know. Solitude? That's a shame. We only got that much of it. The song is so good. Alright, so they Charmaw me, and we go Teferi plus? Or just Wrenn and Six? I haven't made a land drop, right? But I can't do anything with the land right now. But I feel like it's better than Teferi at the moment. Because I can't... I guess I can defend the Teferi. Yeah. Okay, Teferi, bounce Chalice. We can Fury down their two things. You're right, yeah, and should do. Yeah, okay. Oh, they have Colonnade. Fuck. Well. Okay, I guess I just plus. Because now they can't attack it, so. This guarantees it's in play for another turn. Yeah, there's the Colonnade mana. Damn. It was a toss-up on the Charmaw between killing the Colonnade and killing the Triome. I don't know if I made the right choice or not. Land, please? It's not a land. Yeah. The fact that we failed so many land drops put us in a really bad spot. But the fact that they have to Colonnade again here means we're really close to killing them. Yeah, the meta has a bunch of decks that are really sort of ponderous and slow. And yeah, there's no combo decks around to punish it. Like, none. Isn't that why Belcher's doing well? Yeah, I think so. This means I could draw Teferi. Okay. Not a Teferi. Sounds like a job for Neobrand. Well, if it was playable, probably, yeah. If there was a functional Neobrand deck, it would be, yeah. But there is not. Thank goodness. I don't even know if Neobrand would be all that good, though. The thing is, like, what Neobrand is doing is kind of similar to what Cascade is doing. So I think Neobrand's probably really awful. Like, there's just a lot of people playing, like, Flusterstorms and similar effects that are just, like, really cheap to interact with stack-based stuff. So I actually think that Neobrand probably isn't that good right now. So I could play more this turn, but then I'm just like overcommitting into a Verdict. And I feel like having the Omnath plus the shot to the dome next turn is pretty good here, assuming that this isn't... This is probably just Vantress. They have 2 cards in hand. I'm assuming at least one of them is a counterspell. But yeah, it was. I assume he's talking about your deck, J.K. Torborg. Another ending. A very annoying opponent. Fury, sure. Storm the festival. Let's get it on. Sure. But this means they can't animate Colonnade to block Omnath. Not that they want to do that, but it also means they can't just play a Solitude. Oh, yeah, I mean, we talked about it at the beginning of the league here, Kaya. We were saying that was the old Amulet tech, because you on turn 1 you go Arboreal Grazer, turn 2 Coalition Relic, turn 3 Titan. Absolutely. It was pre-Eldraine, too, because of Castle Garenbrig. Why, that changed the game. Maybe. No, that happened before, Shauna. This is the second time. If it's happened again, this is the second time. I guess if it's going to resolve, I'd rather play Fury here. No, I'd rather play Solitude. I know I kind of pumped the colors for Fury, but I'm assuming it's going to get countered. Maybe not. They're low enough they might let it go. Nope. Okay. Okay. I still have access to Orion, but it just wasn't worth doing there over the Relic at the moment. Doomwick was playing a 4-color version with Omnath. Now that's a new one. Rhinos with Omnath, that's one I haven't seen before. They definitely, like, that's definitely Glimpse was doing that a ton. But I haven't seen Rhinos do it yet. No, let's Fury. I got 1 card in hand. Wasn't a counter. Might be Deluge. Gosh, I hope not. Pass. Rhinos is a very strong deck. Doesn't need Omnath to be particularly stronger. Although I wouldn't blame them for playing Omnath. It makes sense. It's another Solitude. Goodness gracious. Okay. So they should upkeep Vantress here, in my opinion. And they do. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Kai. You're right. I'm not thinking. I'm actually just looking at the clocks and seeing that I'm catching up. So I'm trying to figure out my plays ahead of time, which I don't normally do because I can't talk while I'm doing that. One of the things that I can do while streaming is talk about what I'm playing. Or one of the things I can't do while I'm streaming and trying to play at a reasonable pace is also think about my next turn play. I can't do it. I cannot. I don't have the ability. Results. You jerk. Wait, what? Oh, they got a filter? Yeah, cool. Eight. Okay, we're up to 8. 9 mana per turn. So if I draw a land, I can flashback Storm. Silent stream for the next 150. No, it won't be silent. I just I can ramble. I just can't describe my plays and why I'm making them as well as I normally would. Shauna, you'd end up out of my chat. Don't you speak that evil on me. Don't you speak that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Land? More flood? Yeah! Alright. How can I actually do this quickly enough? I will shock for literally anything. Okay, I Magic Online, I need you to respond. Please. Another Storm the Festival, you say. Deal. You dared ban my Wrenn and Six, Shauna. And if it happens, I know where it came from. I know who gave them the idea. Teferi 5. Sure. They didn't top, did they? No, they top-bottomed. Tuck the Omnath. He's coming back, opponent. He's coming back. Don't you worry. I have 9 mana. Let's just Storm again. I know I'm getting an Omnath. Oh, fuck. Omnath Teferi. Okay. What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It didn't select one of them? God damn it. Ugh. That's so annoying. Okay. Should have stormed first in case I don't have time to think about any of that crap. I can't. And I can't process any suggestions about how I can sequence anything. I can't do it. Even if I can't Saheeli combo. That's literally a game. That is literally a choice that would lose us the game. There is no way we could Saheeli combo on this board. Right? Right? In the abstract sense, yes, that would be the play. But in the actual game that we're playing right here, that's just not going to do it. Oh, we're super far ahead of it. Yeah, Mord. So yes. Oh wow, I don't know how they lost so much time so quickly there. They RD'd? I don't know what that means. Rip their client. What? What is RD? They are dead. Okay. Sorry. They lagged. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah, I got you, JK. I'm just gonna fill up my water. So 3-0, playing a lot of Magic. That match was magical. It was all right. Storm the Festival, very good against blue-white control. Go figure. Well, I think you do now, Turtle Power. We're playing a much worse version of the deck he's playing, and we're 3-0 right now. And I'm not even playing it in a particularly experienced way, right? They're dirtly as hell. They're dirtily, but the thing is, the pitch elementals, Solitude and Fury, those give you the ability to stay in the early game, so that you can make the time to go dirtily. And you put a lot of aggressive decks in a squeeze where they either have to try to be aggressive and they get horribly punished by Fury and or Solitude Ephemerate and or a Fury Ephemerate, or they try to play a slower game and you're just much better at it. You are better at it by such a gratuitous margin, it's ridiculous. So it's kind of like Niv, but even bigger. I can't wait for Modern Horizons 3, where there's 2-color pitch elementals so that we can put them in Niv. Wambo Combo says, just don't play creatures, forehead. Well, or play 2 creatures that are untouchable. Yeah, I think so, Mord. And that includes Murktide in a big way. I think Murktide just gets horribly crushed by this deck. Please tell me they're on Phoenix. Hallowed Fountain Consider means Phoenix, right? Yeah, you can do Fury things or Solitude Ephemerate things and go up on cards. Saying Bogles is tier 1. Bogles is not tier 1 for an entirely different reason. There isn't a Hallowed Fountain in this deck. This is a bad fetch. Wait, no, it's fine. I should figure out how I'm supposed to sequence my fetches. I think everything's supposed to be green for obvious reasons, or semi-obvious reasons. Yeah, King Ghidra put on the real music. Not that crap he plays on his channel. Kidding! I just don't like Nightcore edits. Leave the classics classic. This is so beautiful. Why would you ever need to change this? Oh, it's just so good. Alright, they found their land. Opponent might be on... or it might be a bit newer to the deck, although they are 3-0. So... So if I explore and hit the second land, I can also wall. If I do it the other way around, I can't. But I think it's worth doing this way. Just to see if I am going to hit the next land. Oh, Orcish Librarian... Wait, hold on. Orcish Librarian was in Time Spiral? I didn't know that. But I can see why nobody talks about it. It does certainly suck. I think my favorite thing about it is the fact that it lets you look at them. Look at the top 8 cards of your library, then exile 4 of them with random. Like, no, don't show them to me. I don't want to know. Just exile 4 of the top 8 at random, but don't show me. That's what I would prefer. Show me the cards I exiled, but don't show me the cards I didn't, because I don't want to know how good, bad it could have been. Obviously, it's better the way it is, but okay. So 0 Phenai or Demilix so far. If I find... and nothing goes in the yard. Okay, if they can cast 3 more spells, then they could put a Demilich to play. Am I winning, Mike? We're doing all right. Nice. I think I'll just play wall this turn. The pain of knowing is a balancing factor. All right. I buy that. Will Mechel be at the Open? That's a good question. Are you going to be at the Toronto face-to-face Open? Michael Chan, the Michael Chan? The golden child of face-to-face games? Wonder Boy, as it were? Savior of Montreal? I can't avoid it. So what you're saying, though, you're making a costume, is for one of the days I should bring Randy? I'll be there, watch out world. Exciting. Why not play Omnath there? I wanted to have a higher chance of having Omnath into Fetchland next turn, Mord. Yeah, the face-to-face is on Saturday and Sunday, Bits. There's a Modern main event on both days, and I think there's a Modern 1K on Saturday and a Legacy 1K on Sunday. Check the schedule. There's also Commander stuff and etc. Yeah. Please be Randy one day. Oh my god, Mike. Yeah, I think that's a safe choice, Mord, for your emotions. That's what I would do. Yeah, like and like there's always a chance they somehow screw it up and they're like, no, you can't have it because we just changed the policy. In which case you'll be like, all right, I didn't really feel like I had it anyway. No, I totally, yeah, I'm exactly with you, Mord. Maybe they'll change the policy and give it to the one who won, right? They'll be like, okay, you're the first under 17-year-old who gets to go. Congratulations. And that would be a big day for them. And you don't want to take that away from them. Which I think is really smart. Like, that's just there's no reason to get super hyped up about it until it actually happens. You played a great tournament and you've gotten a good prize so far, and it would be nice to go for that, but if it doesn't happen, it's not going to be a disaster. Hope leads to hype. Hype leads to presumption. Presumption leads to pain. I would even say like presumption leads to arrogance. Arrogance leads to suffering. Haven't found your deck yet? You'll find one minimum min tripwire. Pain leads to propane and propane accessories. No, that's masochism, Michael. Masochism leads to propane and propane accessories. I hope there's a dominatrix somewhere who uses that as a selling line. I stumbled upon this deck due to the really unoptimized list that won the challenge. Was it that random guy who queued with it on the Sunday and won, and then Martinez won or made second the next week? But he was the first one to put it on the map, and it was like kind of a tilt because he kind of seemed like he was acting like it was a joke too. 2 Abundant, 2 Utopia, 3 Wrenn and 6. Sure. Yeah. I remember. The first one I saw was Martinez's, where he was playing like 4 Expressive, 4 Counterspell, 4 Ice Fang, and I was like, this can't be good, right? And yes, it is. It's like a bigger version of Elementals without the bad cards. That's kind of how I see it. Because it's just hard for me to not say that Risen Reef is a bad card. Like, obviously, it's super powerful in the Elemental shell when they just like get to do their thing, but 3 mana 1/1, that's get a salvaging. Wow, they're going off. Double Manamorphose, but they haven't hit a Phoenix yet. At least not into the graveyard. So they could play a Demi-Lich for 1 mana right now. Double salvaging. All right, so here come several Liches. But this means they're tapping down, which means I get to go Omnath into Solitude, and then next turn Felidar the Solitude. Oh, please just like play a single Demi-Lich. They still didn't hit a Phoenix. Yeah, 1. Oh my god. This deck is bad. Phoenix is a bad deck, people. Don't play it. I mean, if you like it, if you think it's fun, then that's awesome. But this happens so much to them. So much. Demi-Lich is so bad compared to Phoenix. Yeah, and Murktide. Spike 5-0'd with it now that I could do that. No, he 5-0's with everything. Like, he's so freaking good at this game. And it's a bad deck. It's a bad deck. $110 for Scalding Tarns? Are you serious, Cave Dan? Dude, they're really cheap right now, or they should be. Also, how you doing, Danford? Gut shot. Okay. And then what? Oh, for a playset. That's amazingly cheap. Never mind. Sorry. I thought that was one. I don't know why I heard Scalding Tarns as a singular. What did opponent just do? Well, they gut shot my Omnath, and I am incredibly confused. I think they did it just to mess with my head, to be perfectly honest. I have no explanation. Yes, yeah, that's what one used to cost. That's why I was confused, Cave Dan. I guess the number was too close. It's funny, I was at one store on the weekend where they told me the old frame versions now were $120 Canadian, which is like 100 flat American. And then I looked online on the most popular Canadian store and they're 80. So I do not know what was wrong with that moment. It was just one store, which is a very reputable store, just had like a wildly wrong price. I don't know why or how. I hope they're on your version, but they've already played a Demi-Lich, so they're not. No Murktides. Double Phoenix. We'll never beat that. Nope, not in a million years. Patakaboosh! Welcome back, friend. Was it Untouchables? I'm not going to say the name of the store. I like the store, and I don't want to throw them under the bus. So we go Misty. Yeah, Fury's gonna be real good here. I'm actually gonna Solitude first to clear one of the Phoenix's Felidar. No, I'm gonna double Felidar. I'm just gonna clean them forever. I'm just gonna send them packing forever, and my opponent's probably gonna concede at that point, right? Can we Orion here? I could. But I think this is better. I don't know. Yeah, Cave Dan, if you're interested in something super sweet, J.K. Torborg's deck. I have the link here. Is something real cool to look at. Yeah, that. Thank you. I had just grabbed the link, but well, it's fun and it's functional, right? Like that's. Oh, we can go Coalition. Much like flan, it's fun to eat and fun to say. I'm a fan of flan. I'm a flan fan. All right, opponent. You've played literally half your deck, and you've played 3 threats, and they've all been exiled. Do you have a response? Wait, is this a blind Aether Mage's Touch deck? Oh, I see. I hadn't actually had time to look at it. But you're playing Through the Breach as well. This is a me kind of deck. I've built decks like this. 75% to hit. To hit a card, right? But Fury and Solitude are not bad hits at all, so I guess that makes sense. Is there another half of Aether Mage's Touch? No, okay. Hitting elementals are great. But, hold on. Oh, because you... At the beginning of your end step. Yeah, you do it on their end step. Got it. I forgot the way that card actually worked. What a weird card. Or mid-combat. Sure, yeah. To blow them out. Well, but then if you hit an Emmer... Oh, you mean if they're attacking? You put in like an Emrakul or a Kozilek, potentially. Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like fun. Opponent is on the draw, so you go 4 lands past, they go Bloodbraid Elf, you're like, okay. Yeah. I just forgot that it was an instant Swiss Sneeze. And then it's really weird that in addition to being an instant, you can also just freely cast it at any point on their turn. Like, you could upkeep it. You can upkeep it on their turn if they're on, like, blue-white control with no cards in hand, or Murktide. You can just upkeep it and just be like, I don't know, here's my Emrakul. You got a whole turn to solve it. Enjoy. This is a money pile deck, Jackie Chan. This is the new money pile. My opponent is going to lose to Clock, and we're going 4-0. Which, quite frankly, is fine by me, but... Okay. Oh, yeah? Silence 3 for 11, 10 to honor the opponent. Let's bring in the Chalices. I know they have prismatic endings, but... I think that's it that I really want. Ding-ba-doo. So the net odds are 60 for 14-1. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. How's Storm the Festival been? Really good. We beat Blue-White Control entirely on the back of Storm the Festival. Did you now? I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, hypergeometric. Hypergeometric is the kind of calculator you need to use to do card, like deck of card probability. Because basically the way it works is that every time you take a card out, it changes the probability of the rest of the deck. And so the way it adjusts for the odds works with the kind of odds we need to, or the kind of probabilities we need to calculate, right? I'm not a math guy, but yeah, Toboggan that's a reasonable. Or you can even think of it with a regular deck of cards, right? It's like each time you draw, let's say you're trying to draw specifically 4s, and you want to know the odds of drawing 4 4s in the top 4 cards. You need to do the math on that. Or what if you want to draw 4 4s in the top 8 cards? Basically, there's 4 of them in 52, and so the odds are, 4 in 52 on the first one, and then as you go down, that's going to change. Torrential Gearhulk, as it essentially says, just cast Aether Mage's Touch again right now. Oh, that would be really fun. It could also do other things too, right? Like, yeah, we'll keep this hand. Not as good as with Through the Breach. True. downside. So if you have enough card selection to get your Emrakul's regularly, maybe it's not worth it. But you could cast it more easily. No, but you could just cast it more easily though. That's the thing. Don't forget you could cast it. So that means if you have a Breach in the graveyard and you draw an Emrakul with a Torrential Gearhulk in hand, you should play Urza's Saga for Brainstone. Definitely. Definitely a good choice. Man, our opponent is really slow. What are the top tier modern decks these days? Okay, so there's 6 established top tier decks. However, I'm going to include 2 more, 3 more even, as being the sort of 1.5s that are like super important to know right now. So there's Rhinos, or Crashcade, and Living End, which are the 2 Cascade decks. There's Blue-Red Murktide and Hammer Time. There's Blue-White Control and Jund Sagavan. So that's the whole top. Opponent's clearly making tendies. I hope they're doing something productive with their time. So you got Blue-White Control, Jund Sagavan, Murktide, Hammer Time, and the 2 Cascade decks. And then right under that, you've got Burn and Yawgmoth combo. And then 4-color Sky Noodle mid-range, which is new. Or definitely not Elementals. Which has kind of taken the spot of Elementals as like the metagame praying super hyper ultra value deck. Alright, my opponent has decided they're ready to take their turn. No problem, Matsubal. Jonrian is the other name, apparently, according to Kaniki. Yeah, well, I'm not going to take his word for anything on anything. Except actual gameplay. Chorian. Yeah, Chorian. But, shouldn't it be Hyper Jomnath 80 card Superdome or something? Like, wouldn't that be a more, I don't know, more Zoomer name? I feel like it should have like a super sick anime name. What's the Jund Sagavan? So Ragavan plus Urza's Saga combines with Tarmogoyf, Dragon's Rage Chandler, and Wrenn and Six. So Wrenn and Six plus Urza's Saga gives you a super powerful late game, along with Luris supporting all of your threats. And then you play a selection of discard and removal that are just sort of powerful. So it's kind of like Jund. I'll play anything you want me to play, JK. You paid for it. Doomswitch's name on Twitch is Johnstar? What? Doomswitch's name on Twitch is Johnstar. No, it's not. It's Doomswitch. I've seen his stream before. Is it? I saw his stream, him streaming at like MTG Doomswitch. He chats as Johnstar. I saw that person a lot of time, but I didn't know who it was. Alright, so we just 2-0'd Phoenix, but that was like really free, and they took a million years to do everything. They were 3-0, so... Yeah. Doom Switch. Yeah. There's not 2 Doom Switches, are there? Ponsor. Are we gambling? Sure. Yeah, nah, yeah. Storm the Festival's been pretty good. Although this has been a weird wacky league. So everyone should know you're apparently listening to a live recording of Xanadu, which is being played by 3 human beings. And both Geddy Lee and oh my god, Andy Sumner's is police. Andy, is it Andy? God, I can't remember the name of Rush's guitar player. Both of them are playing double-necked guitars. I did find a game. That's you. Okay. I mean, I can't do anything about it, Ponsour. Oh, it's fine, Alex. I'm just saying it's cool. Oh, this isn't live. This can't be live. There's too many instruments playing right now. It's meant to look like it's a live recording, but it's not. I thought the audio quality was way too good. Do I have to be off-rip if I run Gearhulk? I mean, for your main deck, you do. Tinkering with red-black, 8 Chancellor, 4 Caverns deck, Persist, Blood Moon, Chalice. How are you discarding them? League matchmaking failed. That avoids the bets, right? I don't think so. Brutality Empire. I mean, it's an interesting idea. We're against someone who's 1-0 on Luris something. If it's hammer time, this keep is suicide. If it's most other Luris piles will be fine. I'm going to assume it's hammer time and mulligan to a better hand. This hand is infinitely better. We're going to keep it. And in bottom, Saheeli. Mord would bottom a land. Mord would bottom a land and just be very, very greedy. So we're going to do that. How does MTG bot know the opponent's record? The same way it knows my record. Well, it's not. This is not in the 4-0 bracket liminal praxis. Opponent is 1-0, and they're on mill. Yikes. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. I'm going to have to fetch anyway. Bet for 5-0. It isn't always accurate. That's true. When there's day-to-day resets, sometimes it goofs. Okay, so they didn't have Archive. They flipped Double Storm the Festival, so that's fun. I voted no just to be ornery. You can vote however you want, friend. I never pay attention to how the bets go down. I'm not pitching Saheeli to Solitude or Fury, or I'm not pitching Omnath to Solitude here. I'm gonna wait for 2 targets. We're on an 80 card deck. We can take a couple of lumps. And actually, I mean, unfortunately, we lost 2 Storm the Festivals already, but that is a very high mana cost for that card. They hit 12. Yeah, that's not great for them. Okay, let's get the other Triome. All right. Or I gain 2 Storm the Festival. I mean, assuming I get that much mana, Dan, which I'm not going to. Okay, I'm going to put the Ephemerate on top, assuming they're going to mill me for at least 1. Because I don't really want to draw Ephemerate right now. But I don't really want it on the bottom either. Because we're going to get to the bottom most likely this game. Thank you, opponent. Please fix my mana for me so I can cast Omnath. Please fix my mana for me so I can cast Omnath. Thank you. I mean, it's not actually. I just wanted them to do the thing. Let's take the extra white. Okay. I guess we gotta force out the drown here. Anyway, so hopefully we draw a land for next turn. Because I need to get this Fury in as a beater. Maybe they don't have the drown? They should. Can't imagine that they don't. Yeah, of course. We can almost ult our Saheeli. Of course, we don't have any artifacts in our deck, but that's not the point. Damn it. Huh. Saheeli ult says up to. You know what to do. I certainly do. Badagaboosh, are you having too much fun? Because it seems like you might be having too much fun. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just... No. Leave me alone, Mom. Actually, I should pitch... Yeah, I should pitch end Ephemerate here. Get the clock in. How much are you having to the decimal? Yikes! That's a lot of fuel. I don't like that at all. Oof. Alright, well, it's not too much. Okay. It's officially too much. Oh, we can Solitude and upkeep in response to the Ephemerate. I mean, Dan Bopes is a programmer, J.K. Torborg, so it makes sense to me. Like, the kind of person who made MTG Bot, I feel like, probably would be like, I should make my bot give you pie. Why? Why not? We don't need fires right now. Happy to put that on the bottom. Are you guys getting whispered now? What got whispered to you, Red 7? Did it answer your vague version of the question? Okay, they didn't hit that much there. We're down to 26, though. The Shelldock Isle's coming close. So... I think if I copy Raging Ravine, I get a non-animated Raging Ravine. I think. So even though it would do 1 more damage... Yeah. Kraken for 9. And we ought to make ping. And make a line drop. But not want to make fetch. Yikes. Don't love that. Alright, we're at 24 cards. They need to kill us now. Got him. Alright, up a game. So I think I want the endings for their crabs and stuff. No, do I? No. Charmaw seems important for killing their utility lands, also possibly knocking off their black sources. I kind of want Rip to shut off their Drowns, because it's their primary source of interaction. Also, they're a Lurrus deck, but not really fussed about that. I know Rip turns off my Storm the Festival flashbacks, but like it's very difficult to get that deep unless an Omnath lives, and I'm just not banking that way. Like I think we'll win the game before that point. They don't put up a lot of resistance. All right, so we're up a game, going for Trophy 8. And most importantly to me, we're way up. Chalice on 1 versus Mill is so good. Is it? Okay. I don't think that it is. Okay. Alright. I need a blue, and I need more lands. But I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Mold down to 0, so once you start, you have more cards in the deck. It's the 5-head strategy. As a mill player, Chalice on 1 is pretty dang good. Well, so they showed that they were playing Into the Story, not the other draw card. So maybe that's a reason why it's not as good here. Just maybe. Actually feels really good for my shoulders. Extirpate my Ephemerate. You got it. I love stretching. Oh, stretching is so good. Okay, I'm going to get Island because my colors are really good otherwise, and I think it's good to have a blue source that they can't field. Although I guess if they field it, I could get the blue source anyway, so. We are make Foothills top. It's not bad. If they laughter me, they die. That will be funny. Badagaboosh, you're great, but you're gonna lose. Probably. Alright, just play Omnath here. Hyper Omnath. Jellybean is go. Field me in response. Okay. Last basic Monka S. Archive trap me. Okay. Trigger. Inside of us, Badagaboosh. Inside of us, there are two. Yeah, last game they played two, Chris, but they haven't played any this game. Kind of weird. Kind of weird, champ. Double Felidar? Okay, so we can play one pre-combat. I guess instead I can make a copy of Omnath just to draw a card. I think I like that. Assuming that the Guardian resolves, like, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the win right now. I'm just trying to figure out the right way to sequence it. Fetch land generates mana. Oh, right, we've got double Guardian. So yeah, let's just play. Well, yeah, but it's still okay to do the Omnath copy first. No matter which direction I'm going, I still should make the Omnath copy first, right? And then if they have the double drown, it's like, okay, at least I drew a card before. Okay, so choose an Omnath to keep that one. Draw a card. Yeah, I get to draw a card. Drawing a card is what's best in life. I'm going to play Heath here now, so if they do anything, I can respond to it. Yep. Alright, so this means they're dead. Most likely. Unless they have exactly push. I can get a tap land. Yeah, they could have exactly push. But then I get value, so. Chris Hall, what is best in life? Drawing cards. Easy 5-0. Don't look into this folder, guys. Squid Games. There's spoilers there. Yeah, we trophied with Storm the Festival. We sure did. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Who said torrents? Red 7. Alright, this is the right deck. Let's get a picture of it. Squid Game, I didn't realize you were playing. Actually, I liked Splatoon a lot back in the day. When I first got my my Wii U. I liked Splatoon a lot. It's the best online Nintendo game I've ever played. Yeah, it's by far the best online Nintendo game I've ever played. There is an artifact for Saheeli. Oh yeah, there's Coalition Relic. I know Liminal Praxis. All right, so yeah, so this, I mean, this is very, very similar to the 4-color Urian value piles, but it's playing Felidar Saheeli combo, which is useful to have, as we just saw. You can win games with it, and the way that that particular combo interacts with Storm the Festival just makes sense for the build. So we beat Blue-White Control because Storm the Festival was in the deck. We played it in a bunch of other games and or matches to reasonable effect. And the basic construction of this deck at the fundamental level of this sort of 4-color Wrenn and Six Teferi Solitude Fury deck is just obscenely powerful. I feel like you can kind of pivot around it with a lot of other cards and just add a lot of nonsense and do a lot of other stuff, which is what we're about to do. But if you are in the future watching this on the YouTube, you've seen all we're doing for that version of the deck, and if you enjoyed watching the video, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of the other videos on the channel that you're interested in, and I will see you there.